So today we're going to talk about everybody's favorite part of ministry, recruiting. I'm just kidding. Nobody likes recruiting. But it is an important part of ministry. And today we're going to talk about some ways to make it a little bit less stressful. In fact, it can be as relaxing as gardening. Hey there. Wanted to see how you're doing. I heard church was a little tough today. You asked a congregation to help with your special needs ministry and no one volunteered. Ouch. That sounds stressful. And now you're in your garden trying to relax? I get it. There is something magical about planting seeds, letting them germinate, and then coming back later for the harvest. It's always so nice to see how God can grow things for you. Wonder if He can do that for you anywhere else. Whenever we want to start or expand a ministry, the first thought on a leader's mind is, how do I recruit enough volunteers? And often this is followed up by an appeal to the church to help meet the ministry need. After all, as Christians, don't we always want to meet needs? But too many times, this approach ends with the leader sitting at an empty table in the foyer after service, waving to people as they walk by on their way to lunch. Have you been there before? Because I have. And this is what I learned. We've been going about it all wrong. Inviting people to join your ministry is not about making needs known. It's about helping people understand why your ministry matters and how you'll help them fit in. This can be broken down into 3 steps. The gardening approach. The first step is planting seeds. Instead of asking your church if you may approach your congregation about your ministry, ask them if you may approach your church twice. Once now and once in a month or so. The first time, share a powerful story that shows, not tells, the need for the ministry. You may have a personal story, or you may ask another person to share. The point is that the story connects with the heart. Then share any vision or plans your church has and invite the congregation to pray for this ministry with you. Let them know you'll be back soon with an update. Remember, people will only respond to a big ask if they feel an emotional connection and they also feel equipped to meet it. By presenting the why and how first, we are planting seeds in future volunteers. Remember, the objective of this first sharing is not to leave people with information, but to leave them with a feeling. The second step is germinating. Just like you wouldn't expect a pumpkin seed you planted in the morning to become a pie by dinner, we shouldn't expect people to be ready to make a big commitment the first time we make an ask. The weeks between the first vision casting and the follow-up will be the germinating phase. This will give people time to get used to the idea and have time to pray if they may be a fit. During this time, keep sowing seeds of vision, either on social media, church bulletins, or word of mouth. The last step is harvest. During this phase, you'll begin to make personal asks. This is important because you want to be able to match the right person to the right role. In our next module, coming soon, we will go over ministry role descriptions and competencies needed for each. But for now, just know that for each role, you want to make a short list of skills and competencies that are needed. Then begin thinking about who you know who would be the right fit for each role and reach out to them personally. Remember that people will not say yes unless they feel they are capable of doing a good job. This is especially important with special needs ministry. Keep making personal asks until you have all of your vital positions filled. Now it's time to finish harvesting. Approach your congregation again. This time, give them an update on the ministry and share that you would love to talk to anyone who would be interested in being part of the team. You can add these volunteers to the team you have built already. This will make sure that you don't miss out on someone who would be a great fit. And of course, invite the congregation to continue praying for your ministry. After spending this time in your garden, you may be surprised at how God has begun to grow your vision. Now there's one more thing before you go. The Bible has a lot to say about gardens. And remember the parable of the mustard seed? Take some time to reflect on it this week. Look at the good things in your life, in your ministry, and in your church. And thank God for all the beautiful things He grows in our lives. So thanks for joining us today. And if you've just watched this and are wondering, what does this look like in the year 2020? How do we recruit during a pandemic? We'd like to invite you to watch the companion piece that comes with this, Planting in the Pandemic. Thanks again.